home of the Ole Miss Rebels. The folks have been shouting "Hotty Toddy" since the very early hours today. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned a top 25 ranking, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Let's go.
Looking for a gap. It's Bentley.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Powerful running here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
And the Rebels have first and 10 here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Scanning the field. It's Dart. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bama. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll try to run for the first down. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. A running play called on fourth down. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Getting set. Here's second down. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
He gains 9, so it's second and 1.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
Looking downfield. It's dark. There's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Bentley. Oh, got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line.
That's the end of the first quarter. Seven, Ole Miss, 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Lee. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Handoff from the shotgun. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Wells. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick there to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Escapes. They've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. To the air. It's Milrow. Catch made on the right side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's looking deep here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He eludes the rush. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Dropping back, it's Milrow. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the 1st down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Handoff to the single back. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. Zone. To go with a direct snap. Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's swarmed by the defense. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. He's running out of time here. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. Tackled there by the defense. The offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. Long enough and good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to begin the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We get the second half started with the running play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
A quick throw out left, complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it second and medium. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. To the air. It's Dart. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Stop there for no gain, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, Alabama 10, Ole Miss 3.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tide. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Dark. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. 2nd down.
Offense looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Caught over the middle. It's Lee.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Here's a throw underneath to the back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Grab down the middle. It's Lee. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Bentley. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Oh, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts. You stop the clock. The offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
To throw, it's Dart. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really
Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Well, this is too big of a moment in the game to be able to take a sack like this for this offense. Coming off a huge gain. Critical time, and then to go backwards like that. Interested to see how they'll respond here.
Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he...
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
And now a crucial PAT attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Your worst-case scenario, go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. The offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Important third down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He escapes the sack. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And they heave it deep downfield. Desperation pass falls incomplete. Now we're headed to overtime. First down and 10. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Launching one to the end zone. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. A takeaway, and that will seal the victory.
Oh, no. Oh, that is a tough decision by this quarterback. What a mistake. And now it's simply the kicking game. This defense better come out and be ready either to get a turnover or push this line of scrimmage back as far as they can.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. On the run, it's Haynes. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And now the defense will spend the timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. Interesting call coming up on 3rd and medium. You don't want to lose yardage. You got to position your kicker for a potential game-winning field goal try. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So we'll set up now for a field goal to win the game, a moment every kicker dreams about. And he's got it. Ball game in OT.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.